In this video, I will show you 3 tips on how to make fractal geometry run smoothly, even on bad computers. Select our default cube, go to geometry nodes, and create a new geometry node. I'll get an instance on points and connect geometry, which is our default cube, to instance. Now the first thing we want to do is make our scale smaller so we can see the individual cubes. So I'm going to get a random value, connect that to the scale, and make the minimum 0.4 and the maximum 0.6. All right, now I'm going to get a join geometry and connect our default cube there. And now I'm going to select these 3 nodes and press Command or Control G. Now I'm going to press Tab, and we've grouped those nodes. Now I'm going to press Shift D, and you can get an idea of how this works. Each one of these nodes builds on the previous one. You would think we just add the 3rd one. After all, this is running pretty smoothly. However, that is where the lag really starts to build up, since we're dealing with an exponential curve of 8 for 1 vertice per cube. So before we do that, let's try and already add some stuff to make this run smoother when we do that. So I'm going to select my node group and press Tab to open it up. Now, I'm going to get a delete geometry and connect that to the line from the default cube to points right there. Now I'm going to duplicate my random value and change that from float to Boolean and connect the value to selection. Now I'm going to change the probability from 0.5 to 0.25, and I think that's pretty good. And you can see how it's taken a slice right there. And not only will it make this run better, but I also think it looks a little cooler. All right, now we're going to have to duplicate this, and it's going to lag. I warn you. Alright, first things first, we're going to need to get a realize instances, put that right there. And now we need to get a merge by distance. And so this depends on what your camera angle is, but in my case, since my camera is going to be about here where I'm looking, it's okay to merge some of the vertices that are really close to each other. So sorry, a really loud truck or car just went by. I'm going to change that to 0.025 right there. And while you can tell up close that there's a difference, you really can't tell once you're back here. Now, there's one more thing we can do, but before I tell you, I want to tell you that I've had some trouble with motivation on YouTube recently. So if you would either leave a comment or a like, then I'd really appreciate it. Now, the final thing we can do to make this run smoother is we can get another delete geometry. We're going to put it on the line from our last node group to our realize instances. Now we're going to change that from point to instance. All right. Now we need to get another random value, make that a Boolean as well, and connect value to selection. And what that's going to do is it's going to delete half of the cubes we have here. Now, you might think that that will just completely destroy this look. However, it does not, because there's so many of them. And at a distance, we still can't tell. Regardless though of how well this geometry is looking, when we finally render it out, it really could be improved with some great compositing, which is why I made this video right here.